Back. 120. Hey,
they're scared.
Play action to Sproles. Wentz. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Sean Lee. Credit him. The sack is a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Check curls. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Now watch one.
Forky, 82, Forky.
Play action. Now Wentz. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. A 1st down carry by Elliott. Fighting down past the 45. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 63 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
Now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. This is Howard on second down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Now Wentz on third down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
He's checking, he's checking.
Play action now, Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Prescott off play action. And he's going to go down again. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
27.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 53 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14, Eagles nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Eagles nothing.
Here we go. Here we go. Pittsburgh. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
It's 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. Now Austin. $12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another 1st down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. A diving catch for the score he laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Randy Gregory. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. On second and a long way to go. Wentz. Incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Darren Sproles. And now it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And Wentz will not be able to get rid of it. He's taken down for a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 34 yards there and a 1st down. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Intended that time for Cooper, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Going to 54, line in. Sweat, hey. We're going to 54, line in. We're going to 53.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. 12 yards there as they move the chains. After the toss, well executed there to find the space and then eventually get out of bounds after a good game.
And for the toss play to be that successful, you've got to control the edge. And oftentimes if you've got a tight end who can do that, that allows that toss play to get called often during a game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that makes it 23-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 23, Eagles 7. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Cowboys take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Now they're the recipient of a nice gift here late in the half with a real chance to put points on the board.
And it's been a difficult half for them in terms of putting points on the board. So here with this gift, with this opportunity, they've got to find a way to cash it in.
6 guys. Check 6.
57.
On first down, they run with Howard. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Sunday.
Let's go. You tighten up.
Great.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Mike, Pac-Man. 180.
55. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that time deep. Don't let him breathe.
Lefty.
Check 26. Check 26. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. All day, every day, any day.
Let's find two.
Under crunch. Check 50.
Run.
Check 3.
Hey, empty. Man 5-7.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. This one complete to Sproles. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will cut the lead down to 13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They start on the ground with Elliott. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Again, it's Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 38. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage. Anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
yeah.
Backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
On 1st down, it's Morris. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Hey, man, watch the
We're going to 53. We're going to 54. Going to 54. Why? 26.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Mike 54.
We're going to 54. Why?
Let's go, defense.
Kill. Go. Get out there.
Check out 3. Do.
26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Under. We're going to 53. We're going to 54. Going to 54. 26.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 38.
They're running it. Watch twist. Watch.
Friend.
No. Off.
What's this?
Drive with Howard. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big-time run by Jordan Howard, and even 50 yards.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Hey, switch gears. On your team.
Bush.
Back.
Now it's Sproles. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Switch.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 280!
Coming to you. Jam.
Okay, 57. Wait, good.
Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Eagles 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
5 down. Stand up there.
Here we go, 46.
Shift.
26.
Now a give right side. It's Elliott. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They go to Elliott again. Powerful running. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
We're going to 54. We're going to 54.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Running with Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Able to fight through 1 tackle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Go to 54. Go to 54. We're going to 54. Done. We're going to 53.
Watch twist.
On play action, Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 56 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
41, Eagles 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20. 5-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, 74.
55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike.
Hey, exit.
Mike 55. Watch the
Exit.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 55. Mike
82.
check pass.
Listen.
Mike 55.
Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, 4 Tokyo! Hey, Alpha!
Check three. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Done!
Record. 55's Mike, guys, 55.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good.
Keeps the score. Cowboys 37, Eagles 17.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Eagles take over
Let's go,
first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Not today. Bang, 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 bang. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Now Wentz to try again after the pick 6. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Go!
Check. Watch out.
Recon, 132 fighter!
Check, nickel.
Here's Sproles. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Darren Sproles, 44 yards. And the Eagles get a score closer. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Makes the score Cowboys 37, Eagles 24.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Everybody sliding. Kill.
Check back.
26.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, it's Pollard. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
Hey, kill. We're going to 54.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Here we go. Sunday.
Hey. Kill. Turn.
Hey, outside, solid.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Kill.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run it with Sproles. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 15. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Army.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8.
Undercrush. Bush. 5-9.
Now this time, Wentz will throw. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive experience.